Sorry, you didn't pay your bills. Hello, today we're on the air with Annette Parham, a resident of Detroit facing a shutoff of her water. How long has your water been shut off for now?
My water's been shut off for about a year now, and I owe $645.
And why do you owe the $645?
I don't know where this came from, and I don't know where they came up with the $645 because I know I have not used that much water, and it can't be that overdue.
Have you ever considered paying that just to have your water turned back on?
No, I have never been. I can't afford to pay this back. I've been out of a job for about 8 years, and I live alone. My water bill is way too expensive for me to afford to pay back. I've known my limit, and I know I haven't went over it, and I know my budget.
Say if you were to pay that back to them, do you think your water would be turned on with no more problems?
No, definitely not. All these companies care about is money. They've raised the price so families like me can't afford to pay my water bill. If I were to pay them all that money back, they would just raise the price again. All they care about is the money, not human rights or human lives.
How have you been dealing with this crisis so far?
So far, I've been buying bottled water from the store, and my neighbors have been helping me out. One has let me wash my clothes, while the other has let me
Say
take
if you were to
baths.
pay that back to them, do you think your water would be turned on with no more problems?
No, definitely not. All these companies care about is money. They've raised the price so families like me can't afford to pay my water bill. If I were to pay them all that money back, they would just raise the price again. All they care about is the money, not human rights or human lives.
Could you continue to live this way?
I would try to get by the best that I can as of what I've done so far. The problem is my bills keep accumulating and I can't afford to pay them. I have no water flowing from my taps and my sewage bills just keep.
It sounds like you're in a very difficult position.
It's not just difficult, but it's also humiliating. When the water and sewage department came to my house, they painted a thick blue line on the front and the entire east side of the house. Everyone who walked by knew my water was shut off and that I couldn't afford it. It was humiliating.
If this is how much a single person like you owes, could you imagine how much bigger buildings such as golf courses owe?
They owe nothing. This city brings in money for them to pay their bills. They target small families like me who they know can't afford to pay their bills. It's unfair.
Thanks for joining us and good luck with everything. My brother and I came home from school one day. We gave our mom a hug and gave her empty lunch pails from the day. We don't have a lot of money, so some days we go without.
We went to the living room and started playing with our deck of cards. We like to play Crazy Eights and
Not long
Goldfish.
after we started playing, we heard a noise from outside. There were people talking and a few vehicles parked in front of our house.
I looked out the window and there was a thick blue line painted across our front yard. I asked Mom what was going on, and she was shaking and her tears coming
Mommy
down her
told us to
face.
run upstairs and hide in the attic. I guess they can't know there are kids living here. We were so scared.
We were up in the attic for what seemed like forever. We still didn't really understand what was
Mom
going
came
on.
and got us from the attic and gave us a hug. She explained what has happened. The price of water rose to the point where we couldn't afford to pay our bills. They shut off our water. It's unsafe. We can try to pay back the bills, but the prices only keep going up. We had to hide because it's unsafe for children to live without water. We could have been taken away. We have to make things work for now because Mom does not want to lose us.
For now, we'll just borrow water from the neighbors and buy what we can at the supermarket.
I mean, at least we're all still together as a family. The people affected by the shutoffs in Detroit live in a poor black neighborhood. It's not the large companies or richer white families that are affected by this.
Water is a human right. The people affected by the Detroit water shutoffs are denied something that's essential to live. Hi guys, I'm Veronica and I'm a member of the Christian Peacemaker teams out of Toronto. We do work where we are called into violent, oppressed, and unsafe environments where we non-violently work to promote peace. Detroit is a particular area of concern that we are working in currently. We are facing a situation where an unelected emergency manager decided to shut off water to thousands of struggling families. These families fell behind on their bills while major businesses and corporations owe tens of thousands of dollars on their water bills. 35,000 residents were cut off, affecting an estimated 96,000 people. Today, there are still 18,000 Detroit households out of water. Because of the shutoffs, a health crisis has come into play, increasing E. coli, salmonella, pneumonia, and severe blood infections. These water rates have increased significantly over the past 2 years, and there is no affordability plan in place. Water is a sacred gift, a common heritage, and a human right. Christian Peacemaker teams held a peacemaking congress for 3 days, inviting people to learn more and take action. The neighborhoods were seen up close, and Maureen Taylor spoke to the group. Worship was held, and participants joined Detroit peace activists in the streets for public witness. Following this successful weekend, we are continuing to peacefully support the people of Detroit in the fight that their water will begin to run again. Protests have also been held weekly. Water is a human right and is needed for survival.